That is a big, big difference spraying through this. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to finish up these luxury walls. In the previous video, I told you I got this new paint sprayer that I'm excited about. If it works well, it could be somewhat of a game changer in the efficiency and the pain in the butt factor of painting. It's a battery operated airless paint machine. This is it. That's pretty handy. Handheld paint sprayer. We're gonna test things out. See if it works as good as I hope it does. Comes with two 2 amp hour 20 volt batteries. In this configuration, the battery goes in the back, and you would use some traditional airless paint spraying components like the hose and the hand sprayer. Same type of tips you use in other airless paint sprayers. I'm gonna start off in handheld mode, painting the walls. So there is no pump in this lower unit. Everything operates off of this. I've got some Kills 2 primer to seal up the drywall before we put a color coat on. It did come with a viscosity cup. If you watch some of my older paint videos, I've talked a lot about a viscosity cup. The directions call for 45 to 90 seconds for latex paint. So on walls, you don't want to thin your paint. There's no reason. It's not a fine finish. If you're painting furniture or wood trim, you want a nice, perfectly flat, no stipple, no orange peel. You have to thin your paint so that it wets out and flattens for those jobs. I'm going to try it without thinning it first, and then we'll probably have to dilute it. Place your bets. Is this going to spray? Negative. We have no spray action. So I've thinned it down about 10%. And we're going to see if that helps. I can see that it's pumping. If you're wondering, there's a 515 tip in here. All right, here we go. We're diluted about 15%. So when you turn this knob here counterclockwise, you're basically priming it. And you can see that it's pumping back into this cup here. And then when you turn it all the way back to the lock position, it should start redirecting that paint out the nozzle. There's a chance this tip is too small. Got some other tips. I'm gonna try something a little different. I've got a little bit larger orifice. This is a 617 tip. And by the looks of it, the last time I used this, I was spraying exterior paint on one of my other airless paint sprayers. That's actually working pretty good. So I've got this entire wall masked off. Let's see if we can get through the whole section. It's about 10 feet. Almost made it. So I think I'm committed to sticking it out and painting this entire room with this paint sprayer. The Lefondat, Lefondat 2-in-1 Plus. I'm using this as my mixing cup, diluting it down a little bit, and then pouring it into there. I'm thinking it's gonna work better out of this sprayer. I'm gonna test out this viscosity cup here real quick. Looking good. Just some of the stuff on the outside dripping. So we're under 60 seconds for the viscosity. According to the manual, between 45 and 90 seconds is what this will spray for latex paint. Comes with O-rings. So the kit does come with this nice little cleaning needle, and I've got the 515 all cleaned up. I'm going to try that first. See what she does. We're going to prime it all out. Battery goes in the back of the lower unit now. It's kind of operating like a standard airless paint sprayer now.
Whoa!
We got a new animal here. Here we go. That is a big, big difference spraying through this. So I'm going to switch over to the ceiling now. Since I got this working so well, the 515, it's putting out a really good spray pattern. I'm not having the cat whiskers. That's where you get heavier lines on the outside and you got to increase your pressure. Let's get rocking and rolling. I think I'm just going to take it this half and then move to that half. When you have a lot of mud on the ceiling or a wall, the area that has mud is going to suck paint in like a sponge. That's why you have to prime before you can put your color coat in, or else you're going to have flashing all over. You'll notice there's different shades on the ceiling. That's because of the joint compound versus the paper. It's nice that it's on wheels and there's no cord. I got some more paint mixed up. I just poured it right in. There was a little bit left over in there that was thinner, so I mixed it all up. But this is mostly full thickness Kills primer. And since it's working so good this way, we're going to test it out. Keep your fingers crossed. I hope that it'll spray this thickness. Step one is to basically turn the trigger knob. This here starts circulating it through. Let's see. Getting cat whiskers. So we're starting to show signs of cat whiskers. That means you got to turn up the power. But there is no way to turn up the power in this. On a standard airless, you turn up the pressure. And that would get rid of those cat whiskers that you see spraying out the sides. Since this is just primer, we're going with it. I put that on pretty heavy, especially on this post here. Does that texture look beautiful? Beautiful. Love it. Not seeing any drips. Back roll it if you got it. It's definitely full strength now. Full thickness. All right, we went a little too thick. Gonna have to dilute that down, finish this out here. Here's my assessment. If you're gonna use the handheld sprayer, it's gotta be thin paint. And you're gonna be spraying something that needs a fine finish, like furniture or baseboard, crown molding, things like that. Once you drop this into here and use this sprayer, it works pretty much like a standard airless paint sprayer. You can spray thicker paint. We only used half a battery to do this entire room, walls and ceiling. This is a prototype model. I will leave the Kickstarter information down in the description as well as their Facebook group. Now I gotta go clean this thing. Please make a comment. I'm interested to read all of them. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. I think I'm gonna make a little bit of bonus content here. How I get this cleaned up. So where is this? Let's just drop this right here. Turn this like this. You can see how that's pumping out of there. There like that. Still pretty thick paint. Oh, man. I'm going to take this stuff all outside and clean it like your standard airless. You gotta hose this out, hose the cup out, flush a whole bunch of water through everything.